Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Lone Wolf. Here we're in the Jungle of Horrors, and here's Karzie.
Hi, I'm Karzie.
And this is the first episode. This is the first episode we're recording of the new year. So happy New Year 2020, even though there's some episodes that are released during 2020. But this is the first
Happy
one we're recording.
2020. Just leave it. Just leave it at that.
Yeah. So in the last book, I'll give you a quick refresher to those of you, because it's going to have been a while even uploading a new episode. What happened last time, we got the second Lorestone, I believe, of that game show maze, where they stole our summer sword, and we had to navigate their maze, get out, and we managed to escape. And no matter what we did, we had to lose our backpack, which has some really good items in there. Kind of pissed me off, but yeah, as long as we keep our summer sword, we should be okay. We'll pretty much one-shot everyone else. So, I'll begin with the story so far. So there might be a little bit of a recap here, but we'll have to read through it because I don't know what's new and what's old. So, you are the warrior, Lone Wolf, last of the Kai Masters of Sommerland and sole survivor of the massacre that destroyed your kinsmen during a bitter war with your age-old enemies, the Dark Lords of Helgadad. That happened a long time ago. Many books back.
Yes. We have aged like a fine wine since then.
It's been, I think, maybe 5 or 6 years since then. Not mistaken. Not too long, but enough for us to become a master.
Strong.
But not an ultimate master. Magna Kai master, I should say. So, many centuries have passed since Sun Eagle, the first of your kind, established the Order of the Kai. Aided by the magicians of Desi, he completed a perilous quest to find 7 crystals of power, known as the Lorestones of Nyxator. On discovering them, he unlocked a wisdom and strength that lay within both the Lorestones and himself. He recorded the nature of his discoveries and experiences in a great tome entitled The Book of the Magna Kai. You've discovered this lost Kai treasure and have given a solemn pledge to restore the Kai to their former glory, ensuring the security of your land in the years to come. However, your diligent study of this ancient book has enabled you to master only 3 of the 10 Magna Kai disciplines. To fulfill your pledge, you must complete the quest first undertaken by Sun Eagle over 1,000 years ago, and find the Lorestones of Nyxator. By doing so, you too will acquire the power and wisdom of the Magna Kai, which is held within the Lorestone's crystal forms. So, a little aside here, which I don't know why it's only just hit me. Why are these Lorestones scattered all over the place? Why are they not kept in the Kai Monastery or some other location?
I was thinking that. I was like, wait a minute. So this dude 1,000 years ago takes on this epic quest to gather up all these Lorestones, and it's this big deal, and he becomes all powerful, and our monastery has survived up until, a few years back. And why weren't we taking care of the Lorestones, or they handed out to like kings and queens, or under security? No, we find them in like dank, dingy ass caves and shit.
Yeah, I mean, one of them was like guarded by a lizard. Another one is guarded by that dude with the black Lorestone, like the black power rock, and he had the good one as well. Like, we literally just got that. I don't know how that guy got it. He was in a prison. That was a prison we basically went to, and we got our last Lorestone. I don't know what the hell it's doing in there.
Your memory is good. I wish my memory was that good.
Yeah, remember, we had to get like a special key to get down the power shield. I think it's going to mention it in this bit anyway. So, already, your quest has taken you far from your northern homeland. Following in the footsteps of the first Kai Grandmaster, you journeyed to Desi and sought the help of the Elder Magi, the magicians who aided Sun Eagle on his quest long ago. There, you heard that one of the 7 Lorestones was still present in their land, hidden deep within the island's stronghold known as Kazan Ood, Castle Death. In the years since Sun Eagle first came to Desi, the fortress of Kazan Ood had become the abode of a great but evil sorcerer called Zadar. The Elder Magi, realizing the danger of Zadar's increasing power, attempted to destroy Kazan Ood, but they failed. In desperation, they constructed a prison of energy around the fortress to prevent Zadar from ever escaping. Steadily, however, his power grew, and the people of Desi lived in fear of the day when he would break free and wreak his vengeance upon them. When you resolved to enter Khazan-Ud to retrieve the Lorestone, the Elder Magi rejoiced, for the success of your quest would bring about the destruction of Zadar and put an end to the bane that had haunted Desi for hundreds of years.
What if we just got the stone but never killed the dude?
He'd still be trapped behind that
Would
power
he be
shield.
like, you failed or something?
Also, if they've trapped him in the power shield, how are they self-sustaining in there? Like, how big is the radius? Because if it's fully engulfing the fortress, you know, there's only a limited amount of food. You can't really eat for over 100 years worth of food in there. And shit as well, like, where are you going to put the shit? Did you luckily...
Yeah.
Hopefully your pipe goes underground and, you know, can bypass the shield so you can shit and flush it all out. You know, that shit builds up. I'm telling you, man. You don't want to be
We
developing
didn't
any of
put
them.
a shield around the sewage system.
Maybe the sewage can... Wait a minute, weren't they like on an island? Was it like the
Yeah.
whole thing like an island?
Yeah, the fortress
Maybe
is on
they
island.
just threw their shit in the water or something.
But I'm just wondering, like, how far is if the shield is like in the ocean surrounding the island, then okay, yeah, you can dump your shit in the ocean. But if the shield is on the island, so you can't reach the ocean, then, you know, eventually that shit's gonna build. Unless they had like the shit corner, like they put reserve one's part of the island, just stock 100 years worth of shit.
Yes. Oh, that shit mountain over there. Don't worry, you don't want to visit that one.
No, but I'm serious, man. Like, or you know, maybe what they did, you know, the Martian
Maybe
with
they
Matt Damon.
flung it out of the
If they
ship.
can use the shit to grow potatoes, just like Matt Damon did.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, they can use that as fertilizer.
I mean, for 100 years, you're recycling your own shit. So, you know, eventually it's just going to taste like shit. It'll be less potato and more shit with each, you know, harvest.
With each potato and each potato I eat, I get a little more shit in me.
Okay, so you survived the perils of Castle Death and emerged triumphant, achieving that which the Elder Magi had believed to be impossible. During the victory celebrations held in your honor, you learned that for centuries the Elder Magi had been expecting your coming. An ancient Desi legend tells of the birth and rise to greatness of two Kurataskai, sons of the sun. One was named Ikar, which means eagle. The other was called Skarn, which means wolf. The prophecy foretold that the Kurataskai would come from the north to seek the counsel of the Elder Magi in order that they might fulfill a great quest. Although separated by several centuries, they would share one spirit, one purpose, and one destiny to triumph over the champions of darkness in an age of great peril.
So there's like these other foretold heroes now?
Well, I'm guessing we're
That's
the
cool.
wolf. No, because there's just Sons
Oh,
of the Sun. I think
yeah.
just two of them. So Eagle was probably Sun Eagle, and Wolf is probably us. And since we're following an Eagle's path, we're basically like the hero, like the spirits of the hero, kind of reincarnating in us.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it's a nice little callback. Well, not callback, it's a reference, I think, to the, you know, the spirit, the hero spirit from Legend of Zelda, which gets reincarnated. So I think that's what's going on here. I don't know if he meant
When
to
a
do
world
that.
needs
because, I
a
mean,
hero, it would be
he's been
bored.
ripping off so many of the things anyway. Like, remember Baraka and Mortal Kombat and all that shit. Like, I know for sure he ripped that shit off. So it wouldn't surprise me if he just borrowed a bit here and there from Legend of Zelda.
Oh, he probably borrowed a lot of stuff from,
Yeah.
from a lot of things.
Right, at the Temple of Truth in Elzion, the magnificent capital city of Desi, the Elder Magi prepared for you the next stage of the Magnakai quest. Lord Ramoa, the Speaker of the High Council, tutored you in the ancient histories of Magnamund, and you received lessons in lore that you would have learnt from the Kai Masters if only they had survived the attack by the murderous Dark Lords of Helgadad. The Lorestone you must now... What?
I was gonna say, if only they survived.
Yeah. Curse them for their dying...
How
the
dare
bloody
they
mortals.
die?
I mean, when you think about it, it's pretty lucky that we survived that original attack. Remember how we we would have been killed if we didn't whack our head off the branch and got knocked out. Because we would have made it back with the firewood and got killed in the attack on the castle.
Oh, the tree saved our life.
Yep. And then it became our sworn nemesis in the search for the book.
Maybe
In the form
hitting
of a
our
door.
head is just it's just that secret. Maybe it's our guardian angel that just slams us against things.
Yeah,
And
it's
makes
Mother
us hit
Nature
our head.
giving you like a little whack on the head, like, where do you think you're going, bitch? What?
You have a greater destiny than this. Slap.
Go to bed. Knocked out. Right, the Lorestone you must now find lies hidden in a temple in the center of a jungle swamp known as the Danarg. In ancient times, this huge area, once the crater of a massive volcano, was controlled by a powerful lord of evil called Agarash the Damned. We've heard that name before. The Elder Magi defeated him in a war that lasted 1,000 years, and, in the wake of his destruction, they turned the Danarg crater into a rich and fertile paradise, the perfect setting for their most sacred place of worship, the Temple of Ohrido. The Danarg flourished until a great plague befell the Elder Magi, and decimated their race. They were forced to abandon the Danarg and seek refuge in Desi. Slowly, the Danarg was consumed by a creeping mire, which swallowed or poisoned all healthy forms of life. The crater became a sanctuary for a host of evil creatures who thrived in the fetid waters and fought for control of the treacherous shifting mud flats. Many came from the barren hills of Ogier, but many more awoke from lairs deep beneath the crater, where they had lain dormant since the defeat of their master, Agarash the Damned, 8,000 years ago.
Damn. They're just like chilling. They killed my boss. I guess I'll just dig a hole underground and wait for something to pop up.
I'm pretty sure they recycled this storyline from another Dark Lord. I'm almost
This
certain.
is like, I think this is like every vampire story.
Yeah, pretty much. Now the time for study has passed. School's out for summer. Sorry.
Yeah.
School's out forever. Sorry about that. Now the time for study has passed, and the time for swift action has arrived. Grim news from the West prompts from Elder Magi to cease their counseling and arrange for your immediate passage to the Danarg. In the Dark Lord's city of Helgadad, a civil war has raged for 5 years following your defeat of Hakan, the Archlord of the Black City. I knew it was 5 years. That was when we last nuked the guy from his tent. From orbit, rather.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now, a new lord sits upon the throne of Helgadad, Dark Lord Narg of Mosgar. Mosgoar. What the fuck is that? It's like a little arrow above the... Oh, I know that's like one of the European letters. Don't know how to say that. No, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call it Mosgor. The Dark Lords are united behind... The Dark Lords are united behind their new leader, reports Lord Ramoa solemnly to his fellow elders of the High Council, and they are hungry for conquest and revenge. Their strength grows with each passing day. We dare delay no longer. Silently, the members of the High Council rise from their seats and turn to face you. No sounds reach your ears, yet the words of their blessing fill your mind. May the gods
They just
assure-
look at you.
Yeah, they're just like telepathically communicating their words.
Fine, I'll take care of it. That's like being, the janitor in an elementary school and being like, oh, Timmy threw up in the hallway. And then suddenly everyone just looks towards the janitor and he's just like, fine, I'll get it. God.
May the gods Ishir and Kai protect you on your journey into darkness, Kosh Khan, they intone. Intone? What the hell does that mean? Whatever. Alright, so these are the game rules once again. So we've already got our stats. Let's check our stats if we can what they are. Oh yeah, huge combat skill, decent endurance points. We had the lowest to begin with, but we've increased it because of our law circles, which I have completed one of.
Yes.
So we've done that. Next page. Yes, new disciplines. So we've already got weapon mastery. So if we want to complete another law circle, I think we said beforehand what we wanted. We're going to complete another circle. I think it was Solaris.
I think so, because we did get Hunt. I'm pretty sure we did get Huntman's thing and Pathfinding. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we
I think
did.
Invisibility is what we're going to choose next.
Okay.
We'll just double check. So we have Hunt Mastery, we have Pathmanship, yeah. So remaining one is Invisibility. So for this type, we've already determined Invisibility. And that boosts up by 1 combat skill and 3 endurance points. Looking very much more healthy now. Or very healthier. 28. Now I think, yeah, we also get to have an additional weapon mastery bonus. So another weapon we can pick to be proficient in. So either the spear, short sword, warhammer, axe, quarterstaff, and broadsword. So it's up to you.
I'll narrow it down to short sword or broadsword. You pick one.
I'll go for the broadsword. We want to maybe have a big weapon mastered with.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so if you can read this, this will be for you.
It's all blur.
Before leaving Desi on your journey to Danarg, the Elder Magi give you a map of the jungle swamp and its surrounding lands, and a pouch of gold. To find out how much gold is in the pouch, pick a number. And add 10. That's another 16 crowns. We've got 46 on us right now. I think we're going to deposit... How much is it usually? Like 20. You usually have like half that pouch.
Yeah, that's what we usually end up hanging on to.
So we got a bunch of items now. The Elder Magi offer you choice of equipment to aid you on your perilous mission. You can take 5 items from the list below, again adding to these if necessary, to any you already possess. However, remember you can carry a maximum of 2 weapons and 8 backpack items. So
Well,
5
don't
of
we
these
need
items.
a new backpack?
The backpack is automatically given, I think.
Okay.
I know it was ripped from us last time. Let's double check. Yeah, a backpack is empty, but we have a backpack.
Okay.
So quiver, 100% we're taking that because I think we lost some last time.
Yeah, quiver with no arrows, quiver with no arrows. Yeah, we probably want
got
that.
4 arrows. Oh, and we have the newest quiver just now. We still have the jailer's keys from loads of books ago. But they're not taking up any space, so we'll keep them.
God.
We have a bunch of shit that we don't actually need, but we'll just keep them because they don't weigh anything.
We're just adorned with trinkets all over our body from
Yeah.
from keys we never used.
So forget the sword and the bow. Got a quiver. Rope we might as well put in our bag.
Yeah.
Potion might as well take. Lantern. We have the Celt's Fire Sphere still. I don't really think we need that. Fire seeds, I want to take those. They're special, so they don't take up any space in the backpack.
Okay.
Meals. Yeah. Everything.
Just in case.
Just take 1 meal, just in case for some reason we can't use our super hunt mastery, which lets us eat anything, anywhere, anytime. But
Maybe
I'll keep
we
the meal
can't
just in
use
case.
it in town or something. I don't know.
Something like that. There's always some exception to that rule.
Yeah. Yeah, because even when we got it, I remember there were like times where it was like, you can't use your huntman to find food. You have to eat here, and it was like a restaurant or something.
I'm wondering. Potions.
No, because I think we kept most of them on us,
We
and we lost most of them,
including
all
the good ones
potions.
last episode.
Oh, we had those buff potions for so long too.
Yeah, I swear I put one. Here it is. The Vault of Distilled Alether. I put this in storage beforehand before we started the book. Bastards! You didn't think I'd be smart enough to do that, did you? Fucking Joe Devil. I got
Trying
it
to
now.
outsmart me, book.
Even though we're not really gonna need it, given we've got like 46 combat skills, so I really shouldn't be keeping it with us. But I'll take it just for the bands. Okay. Rules for combat. That's all the same. Right now, we are a tutelary. Rank 5.
Tutelary.
Tutelafoot. So we've got we've got 2 circles. They're not really explaining any extra abilities here. Oh, here we go. Here's some extra improved disciplines. So, right, mate, we already did tutelary. Here we go. Weapon mastery. So, because we're tutelary now, tutelaries are able to use defensive combat skills to great effect when fighting unarmed. So, if we enter combat without a weapon, we only lose 2 points from combat skill instead of the usual 4.
Nice.
Invisibility. Tutelaries are able to increase the effectiveness of their skill by drawing the enemy's attention to a place other than that in which they are hiding. Nice. The effectiveness of the ability increases as Kai Master rises in rank. So with invisibility, not only can we hide ourselves, we can distract them and make them go somewhere else.
Awesome. So we have like, we could just
So
like throw a rock.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking exactly that. It's the equivalent of throwing a rock to distract them.
Yeah.
Patsmanship. Tutelaries with this skill can detect enemy ambush within 500 yards of their position, unless their endurance score is too low. We need to have high endurance for this one. Size Screen. Tutelaries with this skill develop mental defense against magical charms and hostile telepathy. We don't have that. Divination. They're able to recognize objects or creatures with magical skills or abilities, although they may not be able to if the creature is shielded from detection. So we don't have Size Screen or Divination. They're more defensive abilities. We're all offense, mate.
I thought we did have divination, because it was
No, we never
better
took it.
Sixth Sense, wasn't it? Oh,
It is an improved Sixth Sense,
okay.
but we never took it.
Okay.
Maybe we can take it next time.
Yeah, we should, because God, Sixth Sense was so useful.
Yeah. What? You have too many special items. 12 maximum. When the hell did that become a thing?
Game
What?
update. Nerfs incoming for the wolf.
What the actual hell? That's never been a thing. Oh my god. Alright, we're depositing all the keys. Maximum of 12. Get the hell out of here. What's this start? Oh, the starred items don't count towards the 12 special item limit. What kind of bullshit is this? Get rid of the diamond, get rid of the angle. Keep the scroll. Shield will keep, brass whistle we'll get rid of. Quiver will keep. Add a little waist. Silver key, was it? Another brass whistle. How many brass whistles we got this?
Like I said, we got a ton of just trinkets.
Our key, go. Oh, fucking hell, we got another quiver. Okay, we'll get rid of the quiver with no arrows. Oh, I really want to keep the jeweled mace. We don't have any space.
Oh, gotta put it away.
Is good against undead, but we do have the summer sword. Hopefully we don't lose it again. Oh, with the magic spear, that's also good against undead. Get rid of that as well. Keep the summer sword, keep the dagger. Those are our 2 main weapons anyway.
Definitely. So
silver bauble key, platinum amulet. This one protects us against high temperatures, so it's kind of like the Nexus ability, but obviously it's not an ability, but it does a similar thing. We'll keep that. The map we'll keep. We'll get rid of the final quiver with arrows, so we can carry a maximum of 2 more arrows. Okay, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, come on. Let me do. Oh, yeah, that's what I got.
Ah, nice. Hopefully, we won't have to like ditch one if we get another, though.
God, if we have to get rid, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so.
I would be too.
Alrighty, so can you read?
Yeah, it's a little blurry, so I might screw up, but I'll try my best. You leave Elysian under cover of darkness, on a trading ship bound for Garthen. It is a trim vessel, lean, proud, and simple in design. One of 1,000 such ships that sailed the chain of landlocked seas and lakes dividing the northern and southern continents of Magnum. its passage along this great waterway called the Tendarius
Yeah.
is unlikely to invite undue attention, and it is for this reason that the Elder Magi have placed you aboard. The nature of your voyage is secret, but you are not alone, for a guide has been chosen to accompany you on your dangerous mission. He'll probably die. His it just flashed all blurry.
Okay. His name is Pado, not Pedo, Pado, a tall, ebony-skinned Baccharos, who is a master of the art of battle magic. Among his fellow warriors, he is a high-ranking lord, respected and honored for his bravery and skill on the field of battle. Now, for the mission that lies ahead, he has exchanged his gold and scarlet robes for the clothes of a commoner, a roving adventurer with a sword for hire. It is a disguise you too have adopted to veil your true identity on the long voyage to the land of Telestria, where a rendezvous with royalty awaits you.
So we decided to put on our commoner's clothes.
Yeah. You sail westwards, a benevolent wind filling the triangular sail and skimming the ship across the still blue waters. The hull seems to slide over the surface of the water rather than cut its way through, and you cannot help but wonder if Pado has conjured some magic to speed your passage. Your first port of call is the city of Talon, where food stocks and fresh water are replenished. Then, the voyage continues along the Tentarius to the port of Orello, the last stopping place before your ship-bound journey ends at Garthen, crowned capital of Telestria. It is an hour past midnight when you dock at Varnos Harbour in Garthen, a sprawling network of quays and cracked stone jetties that shelter great fleets of merchants, traders, and dhows. Or dhows. I don't know what the hell that means. DHOWS. I've never heard that word before.
A well-endowed trader. I don't know.
Silently like a shadow, you disembark and follow Pado through the twisting harbour streets, slowly climbing the steep stairs that connect one level of Garthen to the next. Rusty lanterns cast pools of yellow light beneath the timbered balconies, illuminating the stalls of merchants and vendors who will haggle, brag, and barter in the crowded streets till dawn. Pado halts at an iron-shod door and raps the grille with the hilt of his blue steel sword. Okay, just because he's black, he has to rap the grille. What's come on. Bit of stereotype going on here, mate.
Now, do they mean grill like Keith Grill, or...
Don't get up in my grill. I never, okay, forget I said
my
that.
golden grill.
A man's face appears, stern and handsome, with smooth dark hair and keen, intelligent eyes. A smile of recognition softens his lordly features when he sees Pado. In an instant, the door swings open, and you are ushered inside. Well, first we got a black guy, now we got Usher. Come on, where are we going here? What's this book about?
Don't worry, Nellie's coming.
The man's name is Adamus, Lord Constable of the Royal Citadel, protector and cousin of Queen Yvain of Telestria. For centuries, a strong bond of friendship has existed between the royal household and the magicians of Desi. And when called upon by the Elder Magi to help you in your quest, Queen Yvain pledged her support without hesitation. She has volunteered the services of Lord Adamus, who is to ensure your safe and unhindered passage through Telestria to the borders of the Danarg. At dawn, after snatching a few hours' sleep, you are taken by coach to the East City Wharf, where an empty corn barge is waiting to ferry you upriver. Haulage is provided by 8 large gorkas, hairy ox-like creatures from the plains of Slovia, which are harnessed to the barge by chains. They lumber along the cobbled town towpath, continually kept in line by the stinging lash of the barge owner's Zulhide whip. The next day, the barge arrives at the small river village called Lona, where a detachment of Lord Adamus' cavalry, resplendent in surcoats of scarlet and grey, surcoats, probably overcoat, probably what it means, provide you with horses for the cross-country journey to the fortified city of Fona. think that says Fona. Ill news greets you in Fona, the city of Triple Towers. Zagron, warlord of Zanar, ruler of the barren highlands of Ogier, has amassed an army of Drukarim warriors. Not those guys again. 3 days ago, they attacked the border town of Lukos to the north. The Telestrian garrison put up a brave and spirited defense, but they were hopelessly outnumbered by the bloodthirsty Ogian horde that drove through the perimeter walls with battering rams and engines of war. Wait, they drove with engines? Are these guys developing technology now? Oh, well, we just misconstrued.
Yeah, we are entering the industrial age.
Just like rolling up on his fucking four-wheeler with a suspension, like rapping some music rapping out over there. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know where I'm going
what
with
they
this.
call it, hydraulics.
Yeah, with the hydraulics, with the bonnet going up and down, busting through the front door. The Drukarim
3-6 Mafia.
The Drukarim razed Lukos to the ground, and only a handful of survivors escaped to tell of the dreadful battle. The situation is grave, reports Lord Adamus after returning from an emergency conclave of his fellow Telestrian knights. For decades, I don't know what the fuck accent I'm going for here. No, for decades, Zagron and his minions have raided our northern territories, but never before with such determination and strength. We must mobilize our army for war, for it's war that Ogier is invited by its unforgivable attack on Lukos. I must return to Garthen to muster our retainers in preparation for battle, and inform the Queen of the evil that threatens our realm. I can no longer escort you to the Danarg, though your quest must proceed in spite of all that conspires against it. I apologize profusely for that voice, but I'm gonna carry on doing it.
You know what that voice reminded me of? That reminds me of, like, you know, that henchman guy to the bully. It just goes like, oh yeah, you know. That's what that voice reminded me of. He's just like, you better not mess with us. He'll show you.
He sends for his scribe, who arrives with helpers laden with the paraphernalia of his craft. He dictates an order of safe conduct and sets the impression of his signet ring into the hot wax seal before passing the parchment to you. Are we still talking about the same guy? It is. And northern people are a frontier breed, wary and suspicious of strangers. If challenged, show his pass, and your safe passage will be assured by all who are loyal to Queen Yvain. Mark this pass on your action chart as a special item which you carry tucked inside your tunic. I don't think it counts towards the limit. Yes, it's got a star.
Good.
Early next
That's the
morning,
last thing we need to manage.
Lord Adamas accompanies you and Pado to the main square of Fona. It is from here that your quest begins. The first leg of your journey to the Danarg will take you north to the town of Tharo, which nestles in the fertile uplands of Telestria. There are two ways of reaching the town. You can travel by road, or you can take a barge along the River Fone. Consult a map before deciding which route to take. Okie doke, so... We're also told at the bottom here, many sections in the book assume that you haven't discarded the pass. It is advisable that you don't discard it during this adventure. Because it is technically something you can do. Alright, so a place that we're gonna go. There's Fona. We want to go to Tharo. Now this font is really hard to read.
It's all blurry, so it's hard to read no matter what for me.
It's gonna be double blurry for you. Oh my god. I haven't done this map. Oh, there it is. There it is. Tharo. Okay. And right now, where are we right now?
Well, we could choose to take the road, or we could choose to cross a river.
Fina. Hang on a sec. Fina's here? Oh, okay. So you got the road from Fina to Tharo. Great shot. Or you can take the barge along this river. So the distance is shorter on the road.
Mouse, so I'm hoping the recording is catching your
Yeah.
mouse.
Can you see the two cities at the bottom? There's,
Yes.
So Yeah, it's just those two. So basically, it's
I
just, do you
would
want to
almost just say just take the road, just because I don't feel like being in a boat. And, you know, we can't. Maybe we can't swim that well. We got a lot of stuff. We don't want to like dump in the water and lose it all or anything.
That's true. Okay, let's hit the Great North Road. Okay, can you read this?
All right. For now, the morning sky is filled with a sullen gray haze, and around you, the tall plains grass undulates like a green sea, stirred to motion by a chill westerly breeze. The Great North Road cuts a straight line to the horizon, with tracks that lead to cottages and farmsteads branching off at regular intervals. Sheep and cattle graze by the roadside, and the air is rich with the scent of the farmyard. Shit. That's what they usually that's what they usually smell like if you get enough cattle. Flowers and damp grass. Oh, this is us saying.
Oh,
I forgot what voice I gave him.
We should reach Starro by sundown!
You comment, checking your position on the map. Maybe, lies Paido cautiously, and points to a menacing streak of blue-black cloud rolling across the skyline to the west. Just so long as we stay ahead of the storm.
Remember, Pato's black. Okay, so if you want to give him that voice, by all means. But...
Yep, no, it's sticking. By noon,
Okay,
you had 30 miles behind you. But you still have 30 more to ride before you reach the town of Tharo. Steadily, the sky is darkening, and what begins as a fine drizzle has now developed into sheets of heavy rain. Both of you are drenched, and your horses are beginning to steam as they splash through the ankle-deep puddles that punctuate. Is that punctuate? No, that's not.
Yep.
That's
what it says.
Oh, that is. Okay, punctuate the muddy highway. Through the pall of rain?
Yeah.
Through the pall of rain, you see an inn on the banks of the stream, whose waters are greatly swollen by the storm. A wide stone bridge spans the rushing torrent, and a mill with the thatched roof stands close by. If you wish to stop at the inn, go there. If you wish to cross the bridge and seek shelter at the mill, go there. If you choose to ignore your discomfort and ride on through the storm, go there. We're getting older in our age. Let's relax at the inn. I mean, why not? Or do you want to go to the mill? I mean,
I'm just going back to that. I want to go back to this line here. Both of you are drenched, and your horses are beginning to steam as they splash through the ankle-deep puddles. Now, what the hell are happening to the horses for them to be turning into water vapor?
Maybe we just have ponytas and rapidashes. I don't know.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So their fire main is burning up, well, melting the air, and the water vapor is steaming off of them. Okay, sure, I can buy that.
Okay. I want to be on a ponyta.
So we're stopping at the inn or the mill.
I want to say for this adventure, let's just take it easy, live in comfort. We got a jungle to go into. It's gonna take a toll on us. Let's just enjoy an inn while we can. Oh, this motherfucker looking at us. What the shit is this?
let's just get a good look at
God,
this guy.
He's got such a big head.
That's the rape face if ever I've seen one. Look at those fucking grin. White ass nose. He's even got a friggin' eye patch. Just in case you didn't know he was evil.
He looks like a human Muppet.
Okay. You stable both horses and investigate the mouth-watering smell of freshly baked wheat cakes that wafts from the doorway of the inn. Welcome, hails a friendly voice as you cross the threshold. Come in and dry yourselves by the fire.
Oh, he's so enthused to help.
A black-bearded dwarf with an equally black patch covering his right eye stands behind the counter, his barrel-like body obscured from the chest down. Perhaps you two gentlemen would care for some fare. With an open sweep of his hands, he draws your attention to the plates of cakes and kegs of ale that are spread along the bar. If you wish to buy some food and ale, turn to 145. If you choose to dry yourself before the fire, 232. If you wish to engage the dwarf in conversation, 26. What are you thinking? Stuff our face, warm up, or have some banter?
I feel like the wise choice is to have some banter because he'll probably tell us something, but he kind of scares me. So I kind of want to just eat and drink or dry yourself off by the fire.
I want to try some of these cakes. I've never eaten a cake before. We always had to eat this fucking wrapped meal of cheese and bread and all this crap. I want to have some cake. I want to have some luxury items, mate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take it nice, this book, as long as we can. Okay. The dwarf draws 2 flagons of ale and a brace of wheat cakes from the counter. That'll be 15 loon. Oh, yeah. That'll be 15 loon all told. He says, pushing 2 carved wooden platters with their mouth-watering cargoers a little closer. You flick open your belt pouch and take out 4 crowns, and it just flashed blurry.
Oh,
so it's on
speaking
you
again. This should cover it, you say, sliding the gold coins across the bar. He tests them between his teeth before nodding his approval. No offense to you two gentlemen, you understand? But I've been caught with snide coinage afore, and it's made me a mite careful like. These dirty, mind, if I'm not mistaken? He inquires, his eye twinkling at the thought of hearing tales of that distant magical land. Could be, says Pado guardedly. The coins of Magnamund mix freely in Gotham's markets. There's no telling when those four last saw their birthplace. How about you, innkeeper? You interrupt, steering conversation away from Desi. You're no native Telestrian! When did you last see your homeland? The dwarf's face beams as he prepares to talk on his favourite subject, himself. By the time you have finished your food and ale, you have heard the life story of Lardin, son of Cardon of Bor. What news have you of Lucos? Asked Pado, as the dwarf takes a rare pause for breath. News of a kind that's becoming only too familiar around these parts, he replies in a disgruntled tone. But that Zegron's bitten off more than he can chew this time. Once Lord Adamus and the army boys come down on him, he'll wish he stayed in the stinking city of Zadar. Mark my words. Don't be too sure of that, Lardin, says a rosy-faced farmer, who has sidled along the bar to within earshot of your conversation. My sister reckons that this time Zegron won't stop till it's flattened everything between Lucos and Titarius. That stargazing sister of yours is full of good news, retorts the dwarf. When has she ever seen anything dreadful with her telescopes and charts and crystal balls, eh? Answer me that. Agreement rumbles from the tavern crowd, now openly listening to the discussion. That's as may be, says the farmer. But when has she ever been wrong, eh? An uncomfortable silence fills the inn, and slowly the crowd return to their own business. No one, least of all the innkeeper, chooses to dwell on the matter any further. If you wish to ask the farmer where his sister lives, turn to 262. If you decide to leave the tavern and continue your journey to Tharo, turn to 318. Well, might as well relax as long as we can.
Do we care about this sister?
Yeah, might as well figure out where it is, just in case we want to avoid it. I don't know.
Okay. Is she single? It's blurry. Okay. It's blurry.
Talia still lives with her mother at Ferry House, replies the farmer. 5 miles north of here, there's a junction where a track heads east. The signpost says that it's to Topham. A mile past Topham, you come to Ferry House on the banks of the River Phone. If it's her counsel you're after, you better take plenty of gold. She's wanted to charge a high price for her crystal gazing. You thank the farmer for his advice, and suggest to Pado that the time has come to continue the journey north. As you're about to leave, the farmer calls out,
By the way, you'd best tell her Jaco sent you. She don't take kindly to folks who drop by uninvited.
okie doke. So we need to give the name Jaco. And he says a mile
Or
past
just
Topham,
avoid her
Ferry
completely.
House. Topham and Ferry House. Okay. Can you read?
Yes, now I can. The rain beats down relentlessly as you ride the featureless highway to Tharo. Thunder rumbles over the western hills like a growl of doom wolves stalking their prey. Gradually, the muddy roads descends into a wide valley, and a track joins it from the east. A battered signpost at the junction points along the track. It says, "Top at 9 miles. If you wish to change direction and ride east, go there. If you wish to continue your ride north to Tharo, go there." I guess we'll just continue going to Tharo. I mean, do we have? Is the sister east or something?
No, I said it was a mile. Right
Okay.
after. Or before. But I can't remember. It's near there.
Okay.
It's late afternoon when you ride into Stia, a village comprising a score of cottages and a dilapidated hut, which sits astride the Great North Road. As you approach the tiny thatched hut, its stable door swings open, and an old man steps out of the shadows. He's wearing an odd assortment of antique armor and regalia that clanks and rattles like a cartload of rusty metal as he shuffles across your path. What the hell is this thing?
Old man, he looks.
That looks like
a creature.
Have you seen The Witcher on Netflix? Because that's the hedgehog guy from. Oh my god, that's a hedgehog. That's like
a hedgehog guy.
Well, he's got quills coming out of his head. What the hell is this?
Kinda does. It looks like that if I touched that hair, I would get pricked on my hand.
Yeah.
Also, that hand
Sharp.
is like bigger than like his head.
Yeah.
He's got a big hand.
Oh there, strangers.
He blusters, his croaky voice full of self-importance.
Proceed no further till you pay the toll.
You draw your horse to a halt, stare down the ridiculous-looking figure. The ridiculous-looking figure.
Oh god.
By what authority do you levy a toll on the Queen's Highway? Asked Pado, irritated by the delay.
By the authority of the Queen herself,
Retorts the old man, indignantly, pointing with a crooked finger to a placard on the wall of his hut. It bears the faded seal of Queen Yvain, but the board is so weathered that the words above it are illegible. We travel to Tharo on royal business, you say, showing the pass given to you by Lord Adamas. Stand aside and let us proceed. The old man snatches the pass from your hand and scrutinizes it, though it is obvious that his eyesight is so poor that he cannot read the contents.
Ah,
He snorts, thrusting the pass back into your hand.
it's a forgery. You'll not fool me with that worthless scrap of vellum.
And we'll not be taken in by a greedy old fool whose wits are as rusty as the armour he wears, shouts Pado angrily. As his words echo along the street, a dozen villagers, armed with an assortment of farming tools, come to investigate the commotion. They form up in a line behind the old man, ready to enforce his demand. What is the toll? You ask.
Only a trinket that you may have that takes our fancy, that is all. 1 item apiece, and you can continue along your way,
Replies the old man smugly.
But let it not be said that we are without wit,
He snaps, glaring at Pado.
We Steens pride ourselves on our sense of fair play and our love of riddles. Therefore, I shall make you an offer that satisfies us both. Answer me 1 riddle correctly, and you can pass through our village without paying the toll. Answer wrongly, or give no answer at all, and you must pay the toll without question. Is it agreed?
If you wish to agree to the old man's terms, turn to 112. If you refuse to agree, turn to 149. So if we solve this riddle, then we can go without the toll. And if we don't, then we have to pay that toll. I'm sure we can solve this riddle.
I'm sure we could save Scum the riddle too. So go for it. I don't want to pay this man shit. I don't want to give him anything. He don't deserve it. calling my pass a forgery, motherfucker. What do you think you was,
Well,
hedgehog?
Can we show the pass to one of the villagers who just showed up? Like, they can read. Oh my god. Can you read now?
Still blurry. Nah, it's still
Good,
blurry.
good, he exclaims gleefully. Like the Emperor in Return of the Jedi. I'll find the clip.
Good.
He exclaims
Do it.
gleefully.
Do it. Answer the riddle.
Twisting his droopy mustache as he paces the muddy road.
Answer me this riddle. If a brick counterbalances 3/4 of a pound plus 3/4 of a brick, how many pounds does the whole brick weigh?
If you can answer the old man's riddle, write down the solution, and then turn to the entry with the same number as your answer. If you can't answer the riddle, then to 269. Okay, so what? So this is another equation. I'll put it up on the screen. So the way it works, I can do this in my head. I don't really need it, but I really should just in case I'm wrong. Did I find a piece of paper? Yeah, I got one. So the riddle is this: 1b. So equal sign represents the scale. So on one side of the scale we've got a brick, which is 1b, and it balances 3/4 of a pound, so that's just the number 3/4, plus 3/4 of a brick, so that's plus 3/4 of b. So how much does a whole brick weigh? So if we take the 3/4 b to the left side, we've got 1/4 b. So 1/4 of a brick equals 3/4 of a pound. So one brick must equal 3 pounds. Very, very easy equation.
I can't do it in my head because I can't read the equation.
So I'm very confident about this, so I'm just gonna go to 3.
Oh, okay.
The villagers give a spontaneous cheer when they hear you answer the old man's riddle correctly. Boyakasha! Sorry.
Booyakasha.
Well done, he says. You are right. If the brick counterbalances 3/4 of a brick plus 3/4 of a pound, then 1/4 of a brick must weigh 3/4 of a pound. The whole brick must weigh 4 times as much as this, which is of course 3 pounds.
Which is exactly what I worked out. The villagers are as good as their
Yeah.
word. They stand aside and wish you safe passage as you leave Styr and continue your ride north. And there's a little footnote to tell you it's the correct answer.
Awesome. We solved the riddle. Well, you did.
It honestly wasn't that hard. The sun is setting as you catch your first glimpse of Tharo on the road ahead. Mud-coloured walls, tall and fortified, surround the houses which sit atop a broad grassy rise known as the Fortress Hill. Soldiers in tunics of scarlet and grey patrol the walls and stand guard at the huge wooden doors that grant access to the town's south quarter. You ride along the straight dirt road towards a stone bridge, which arches across a man-made canal encircling the hill. Once over the bridge, you pass up a ramp leading to the gatehouse. At the gate, a square-jawed soldier in silver chainmail demands to know your business before he will allow you entry to the town. If you wish to show him your pass, turn 68. If you don't wish to show him the pass, or no longer have it, turn to 92. That's what you
Oh,
got the pass.
show him the pass, yeah.
Upon seeing Lord Adamas' seal, the guard returns your pass, salutes, and commands that the gate be opened without delay. You pass through the gatehouse arch and enter an open courtyard. 2 avenues lead from the courtyard, Copperpiece Lane and Hogfoot Run. If you want to go to east to Copperpiece Lane, 35. If you want to go north to Hogfoot Run, 282. What do you think? Copperpiece Lane, Hogfoot Run.
Well, we can't go left.
Is that just the rule that you have?
That's what I've been doing like this whole time was go left. But east is right, so I guess we'll go Hogfoot Run.
Hogfoot Run it is.
Okay, I can actually read this. You follow the narrow, winding street, passing rows of dusty houses and shops. The noisy clack of window shutters signifies an end to another day's business as the shopkeepers close for the night. The street turns eastward and begins to climb Fortress Hill. Halfway up the rise, you approach a squat building of a green glazed stone. A fat merchant stands in the doorway, waiting impatiently for customers despite the late hour. "Good evening, gentlemen," he says in a thin and wheedling voice. What the hell does that sound like?
Like a
Thin and
weasel.
Welcome to the Emporium of Rathrat. Oh, that's just a dwarf. Whatever. The storehouse of miracles. Through the open doorway, you can see that the shop is brimful of curious magical paraphernalia. Ooh. If you wish to enter the shop, go there.
Yep, we're going in.
Choose to ignore the merchant. Yep. Yep.
I
We
have
like
stuff.
magic stuffs.
Buy stuff. Okay. Oh shit, this stuff's expensive.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. I skipped a bit. Row upon row of glass-fronted cases fill the shop. They house many thousands of curios, each one bearing a tag neatly displaying the price of the item. There's a scroll parchment for spells, cubes of rare metal, amulets, talismans, ritual candles, potions and powders, rings and rods and relics of long-dead heroes. Sound like fucking advertising this shit, like one of those commercials.
We got hammers, we got screwdrivers, we got nails!
You buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free. Sorry, I have to find that
Every
advert.
customer gets a ball peen hammer free.
Ah, shit. Got a phone call. Where am I? The display is fascinating, but your attention is drawn to one item in particular. A ring of translucent grey crystal. Your basic Kai senses reveal that nearly all the mystical items for sale in the shop are simply clever fakes, designed to fool the gullible. But the grey crystal ring radiates an energy that's genuinely magical. The price of the grey crystal ring is 120 loon. If you wish to purchase the ring, pay the merchant 120 loon or 30 gold crowns. Should have kept some.
Yeah, I would buy it if we had it.
But there is an option that says, if you wish to purchase the ring but can't afford it, then it's 242. And if you don't want to buy the ring, leave the shop. So I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Ooh. The merchant is quick to note your fascination with the grey crystal ring. He offers to exchange it for any special item you have that is of equal interest to him. He would exchange a lodestone, a jeweled mace, or a silver helm for the grey crystal ring. If you possess any of these special items and wish to swap it, spelled S-W-O-P, interesting, do so. Remember to make the necessary adjustments. Let's see now.
If only we kept that jeweled mace. You probably wouldn't want to get rid of it anyways. You've always liked that jeweled mace. Oh, the silver helmet.
Oh, the silver helmet's the 2 combat skill bonus. Rid of it. Okay, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna end the episode here, but next time I'm gonna go back to the shop. I'm gonna redo all our options up until now and come back with 30 extra gold crowns to buy that shit.
Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this episode, everybody. And we got a plan to do, so bye-bye.
But if it happens in between episodes, no one can say that we cheated. I think. That's how it works.
What happens behind the scenes, you don't need to worry about.
So next time, we'll come back to the shop, and we're going to pay 30 gold crowns that will have amazingly teleported away from storage to us at this moment in time, and buy the gold ring. So until then, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.
Take care, everybody. Oh, bye-bye.